Devon LARRATT did something unimaginable in the first round. Literally nobody could have expected that. Hello and welcome arm wrestling fans. Devon versus LEVAN, the biggest match in the entire world in the history of arm wrestling. Round 1, they slipped. Devon started with cup, but LEVAN was able to roll out of it and slip over the top of Devon's hand. After that slip in the straps, before getting to the straps, LEVAN literally told Devon that it is over, you are nothing. You started like that, and if I'm able to roll out of that, then you got no shot at all. But to LEVAN's and to everyone's surprise, what happened in the straps in round 1 shocked the entire world. Devon LARRATT cracked LEVAN's wrist back. The match was stopped in the center. Devon's pronation was good. LEVAN was flat wristed and he was slowly losing his wrist. Then LEVAN started going sideways. We thought it would be a wise decision for LEVAN to quit this round because it looked like it was over. At that point, Devon was already on 1 foul because of 2 early movements in referee's grip, 2 warnings. And LEVAN lost his wrist. Devon was talking with LEVAN at this point, and we all thought that it is going to be over. LEVAN pushed Devon sideways, lost his wrist completely, started to give up his wrist and go for the flop press. This is something that we have never seen LEVAN do before. Can you imagine Devon versus LEVAN round 1 and LEVAN is flop pressing? He has his wrist taken by Devon. But the flop press was good enough. Devon went completely under the table and stopped LEVAN's press an inch above the pad. But that was not enough. It was a second foul. The referees waited for a couple of seconds for Devon to stand up. He didn't. It was a second foul on Devon, which would have been a pin anyways if he stood up. So 1-0 LEVAN SAGINASHVILI. The score was kind of weird. We saw Devon taking his wrist, talking into his eyes, and still the score said 1-0 LEVAN SAGINASHVILI. Now the strap was on Devon's hand. The buckle was on Devon's hand. They slipped once again. LEVAN went over the top of Devon's hand, and this time it was a complete turnaround. LEVAN SAGINASHVILI, despite having his wrist gassed out in the first round, did not lose anything. In fact, it looked like he came back stronger, and he flash pinned Devon LARRATT with a clean top roll. The exact copy of the second round in the 2022 match. That's exactly what it looked like. You wouldn't even be able to tell what's the difference between those 2 pins if it weren't for the different clothes and the different setup. So 2-0 LEVAN SAGINASHVILI at this point. The score was still kind of weird because it looked like Devon will be taking this match, but apparently not. Round 3, it looked like LEVAN was absolutely getting robbed in the setup by Devon. Devon's hand, his webbing was so high. LEVAN was literally grabbing him so low, and even Travis was complaining about it that it is impossible for Devon to lose his wrist from this position if the referees allow him to start that way. His hand was so high. And the match started and the impossible did happen. Even from that position, I think it was almost fair by the end. The referees did push LEVAN's finger a little bit upwards to make it fair. But LEVAN still took Devon's wrist from there, and it was once again a flash pin. And at this point, both Devon and LEVAN were laughing, knowing that it is absolutely over. So once again, they did slip in the 4th round. Jody was trying everything. She was shouting on the top of her lungs as hard as she can. Auden was trying to help Devon, but once they got to straps, we all know that it is going to be all over. It was a flash pin from LEVAN, but he kept Devon's hand buried at the pin pad. Just like the last time, it was almost as if he was trying to give Devon a message that this is your moment, your hand has been buried, do not have any doubts after that. He literally kept Devon's hand for like 5 seconds there. Even when Devon was trying to just stop the match, LEVAN did not stop pulling, and he proved a point. The Georgian Hulk was being questioned. He was being suggested some things by the training camp after the first round. Then he immediately told them, leave, I got this. And at that time, we did not believe that he got this, but he showed why. He's the #1 arm wrestler in the world. He switched to a flop press when needed, won that round, went back to his top roll ace move, and towards the end, it was not close. It was still almost as one-sided as a super match can be. LEVAN SAGINASHVILI has proved that Devon has some limits, and his limit is LEVAN SAGINASHVILI. Maybe Devon could have been #1 in this world if LEVAN didn't exist, but while this 175 kilo beast is out there, good luck anyone trying to become the #1 guy in the world. 4-0 LEVAN SAGINASHVILI. That's it. The Georgian dominates. Thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe.